Monisha Mishra.
I'm gonna tell you that I love you 100 times a day. You'll get tired of my voice, that's how much I'm gonna tell you that I'll miss you.
Good morning, beans. Welcome back to another vlog. This week is a really interesting one. Although today is a Saturday, so it's the start of the weekend, I'm going to be filming the weekend and a couple of days into the next week because there's lots of things happening, lots of milestones and lots of celebrations. The end of this month also leads into a lot of anticipation. So I'm going to be filming a lot of October and you shall see why very soon. But if you want to get ahead of my vlogs, then do make sure you follow me on my Instagram page because I kind of post there like live updates as things are happening, so every day, every week kind of a thing. And obviously my YouTube channel videos take a while to film and edit, so it's a few weeks behind in terms of timeline, so make sure you follow me on Instagram. Yesterday we actually went to watch Taylor Swift movie, which was the Eras Tour movie, which was the last day of this year's show in LA. Like, oh my god, I went into it with obviously certain expectations, but I came out of it absolutely mind blown and so much more respect for her as an artist. Because if you looked at even the theater, there were obviously people who were my age because we've kind of grown up listening to her when I was in school. There were like 30-year-olds and middle-aged people, but at the same time there were obviously younger kids. Then there were also older people who were parents who brought in their kids as well. So it's amazing that as an artist she's able to kind of cater to people from all age groups, and I don't think that's happened with an artist where, you know, there are teenage girls to old people to middle-aged people to parents to partners to all sorts of people you can think of were in the theater. And that's freaking amazing. And it was not even a concert, it was like a movie. It was amazing. This was a great way for us to kind of, you know, anticipate what's coming our way next year when we go for Taylor Swift Eras Tour. Freaking excited about that. So it was amazing. And when we walked in, they gave us these posters for the movie, and I'm going to put a picture up here because I took a selfie while Dean went into the washroom. It's never happened with me that I walked into a theater and they give away free posters, so I was quite excited, though I got told that it happens in a lot of movies. I got 2 posters, so I'm going to give one to my sister. I'll send it with my mom. I already gave that away that my mom's coming. Now that I've unloaded my chest, I am going to finish my hot water lemon. It is finally cold, crispy morning kind of season. It's always these transition months that are always confusing. That is like from summer to autumn when you're waiting for it to get really cold so you can put away all your summer clothes, but it's still not that cold, so you can get away with like a thin cardigan kind of a thing. Cardigan, Taylor Swift. Anyway, and then also, you know, when it transitions from winter to spring, it's just starting to get warm, but it's not as warm, so you're like, what do I wear? So in these situations, layering is key. Here's a fashion tip no one asked for. I am going to finish this, go do a bit of journaling, and then we are off to Notting Hill. Once I get ready, I'll tell you guys why we're going to Notting Hill. It feels like almost every weekend I'm off to Notting Hill, but today we've got a purpose and a reason why we're going to Notting Hill. So yeah, I'll take you guys along. I'm going to be letting go of these shades as well. I bought this literally right before the pandemic from duty free. These are Dolce & Gabbana shades. Don't really wear them, and I've got just 2 shades that I always wear. One are my Chanel ones and Prada ones, and I just like them, and I'm just like, why am I hoarding on things if I'm not going to be wearing them? So I'm selling these. Yeah, let's hunt more things in my wardrobe that I can sell. Alrighty. So we are off to Notting Hill now, and as you saw, I was removing random things from my cupboard, and the reason for that is there is a store in Notting Hill. I'll show you guys in the vlog. It's called Retro Store something. I think that's the name. They resell a lot of luxury goods and they also buy a lot of luxury goods. They even have high street brands like River Island and Zara and stuff. If you're not wearing, you can obviously donate it to charity, but things that are really expensive, like I have got a few luxury items that I had bought in the last 4 or 5 years and I have not gone to use them as much as I thought I would. There's no point me just keeping them with me, rather, you know, give it away and someone else can use it, but they're obviously very expensive for me to just give it away. So I am hoping to get some money back on them. So I'm going to go to the store, try reselling a few of the things. Alrighty, so I got this delivered today. What I love about living in London is that you literally order things one evening before and they arrive the next day. It's not without any kind of extra payment or anything. It's a very nice dress from the brand. How do you say it? I don't know how it's said. This is the brand. Cute little tweed dress. Nice golden buttons. Okay, I thought I'll do a quick fit check. This top is from Uniqlo. Skirts from Uniqlo. This one's from Zara. Socks are Nike, and then I'm going to wear my Doc Martens, and these are my vintage Chanel shades that I bought from Paris when I went for the first time because I just moved countries and I was like, well, I deserve it. So that's the entire look, and now we're off to Notting Hill. Let's go. It's officially fall season, so I had to change my jacket into this proper wool coat because there is this slight wind which is always so deceiving in the UK. My outfit. Happy days. Now off to Notting Hill.
I want you to know how I feel. Though I may say it, I just think that I might have to spell
But
it
Taylor
out
Swift as Jesus.
So listen here. I want this all to be crystal clear. Oh, I care about you more than a lot. This feeling I feel is felt deep in my heart. And by chance, if you feel just a bit of the same, then come over, baby, stop.
There's a bit of an update. We couldn't sell any of the things because the rate that the lady was giving us was absolutely shit. So I might just put it up on my website or on Vinted or on eBay. For now, we are off to Notting Hill Portobello Road Market.
Playing this game.
Morning guys, it's a Sunday morning. Been trying to sort the entire place out before mom arrives, trying to kind of make space for her in this tiny one-bed flat. The one thing that I really kind of do not enjoy when the season sort of changes is putting away all the clothes for that season and then putting out all the clothes from the season that's awaiting us. So I had to put away all my summer clothes because it's freezing. Summer is behind us, so I'm trying to kind of organize my wardrobe with all the winter wear. I'm going to spend most of the day today on my own, which is freaking great. I love Sundays to myself. I kind of organize the rest of the week that's awaiting me. It's quite an interesting week because I'm only working 2 days, which is on Monday and Friday. I'm on study leave on Tuesday. I was supposed to go out for dinner today actually. We were going to meet this friend. His name is Leo and he's visiting London. He texted us that, hey, if you guys are free, let's catch up. I have got a lot on my plate. I was supposed to go for this dinner as well, but I'm not. So Dean is going to go meet him for dinner while I'm going to spend the evening sorting my week out. Kind of give away a bunch of stuff, and today there was this whole big bag full of clothes that I've given away to charity. This is one of the scarves that I got from Italy for like it's 100% silk scarf from Lake Como, which I bought last year in Venice. Literally costed me 30 freaking euros. And if this was being sold, similar that Versace print that I wore in Lisbon, if this was being sold in a store, it would have been thousands thousands and thousands of pounds. When you buy locally produced goods by local craftsmen from their own stores, costs nothing compared to what is sold in like big branded stores. Whew. I've spent the entire day today kind of making space for mum, and we ordered a few things from Amazon so that we could make some extra space for her to keep things, like, you know, this to hang behind the door so that she can hang her stuff. So this will be put behind the door in the washroom for her to hang her clothes when she goes to take a bath. Oh, this is interesting. This is not like the one we have. They wasted a huge box for this. So this is a rod which we're going to put above the bathtub so that she can hang a towel there. And then we've got some cotton earbuds. We've now got this stuck above the bathtub. For the time being, I'm just gonna hang this here so she can hang her towel here. Alrighty, just finished my shower. Here we go. It's vanilla scent. Picked it up from TK Maxx, which is the best place to pick up candles for subsidized rates. I am going to sit right now and write my script for the speech that I'm going to give on Tuesday. I am having a solo date with myself. I'm home alone, which I am fully going to utilize and be productive. I am going to take you guys along.
I could never say I'm drowning with the past.
It is finally the season of hot water bottle. This is your hack into saving energy or electricity bills in freaking expensive London. Get a hot water bottle and postpone as much as you can to not turn on your heating in the house. Push as far as possible to not switch on the heating. I was sitting with my colleagues actually, so both my registrars in my current job are men, and we were all sat chatting and we were talking about the Beckham documentary, what everybody thought about it, basically three of us, what we thought about it. And then I started asking about, you know, football to kind of make sense of. I was like, I get all of that, I just don't understand offside. So they were like, that's the last thing that you need to understand. If you get the rest of it, it's fine. So they were kind of explaining to me what offside is, also, you know, understanding what is Premier League, what is Champions League, what is La Liga. I have deviated from the topic, but they recommended I should watch Drive to Survive for Formula 1. They said even if you don't understand or fully watch Formula 1, that will drag you into watching Formula 1, so you should definitely watch it. I might just watch that on my own tonight because I know my husband's already watched it. Anyway, going back to the Beckham documentary, if you guys haven't watched it, I would highly recommend you watch it for a few reasons. I obviously had kind of a different idea about obviously David Beckham and Victoria Beckham and their relationships. It was quite nice to see the other side of it, like what a nice warm friendship they both shared. What I found interesting was that I actually did not know that David Beckham was one of the most hated sports person at one time because of the World Cup. Shocking to see how an entire country went on to hate him and held him solely responsible when it's a team sport and they actually lost because of penalties. Yeah, it's quite interesting how the media can twist and turn things. You know, like a coach can feed things into the audience or the media or whatever. You know, something that was said in the documentary is that, you know, the first thing you ask these days is, are you okay? Is your mental health okay? That's not something that was thought after at all. Yeah, so that's something I would recommend you guys watch. Also, we watched a movie called Fair Play, which is called Phoebe Denver in it. Highly recommend it. She is such a good actress. Like, we're currently watching the season as it's unfolding, which is The Morning Show. If you haven't watched Morning Show, highly recommend that as well. It's on Apple TV. So those are all the recommendations. Now I'm going to enjoy my tea and script my script. Don't know how to begin, what to say. I did meet up the organizers and the consultant and the psychologist who would be moderating the panel, and they kind of had this half-an-hour chat with me and asked me questions that kind of sparked thoughts for me and also put in these seeds of certain thoughts and ideas and my own experiences. So I'm going to go off of that. I did make notes then. The good thing is every time I have a chat or something about something, I always reflect back on it right after that with Dean, so that sort of consolidates whatever my thoughts are.
You're right. Come morning.
It is dinner time, which also means it's time for a solo dance party. And the problem it's me. It's good. You've still got it in your drawer, even now. It's 6:49 a.m. I woke up at 6:30. I am quickly going to practice my speech now before I start getting ready and I go. And I am on my way to Tavistock Place. That's where the venue is. NELFT, which is North East London Foundation Trust, is hosting the conference in Tavistock Place. Bit of an history on Tavistock here for you guys. Want to quickly practice my speech, then off we go. And a lot of you guys have been asking if I naturally have curly hair. I don't. I actually plait my hair one night before I sleep, and this is how my hair turns out. I mostly have like straightish wavy hair naturally. I didn't talk really much about the conference. The conference is called Better Together and IMG Educator Conference. It's something so wonderful that NELFT is doing, is bringing together a lot of IMG consultants, not just in psychiatry, from various different specialities. I'm going to put the itinerary or the schedule over here. They are all going to talk about their own perspective, you know, bring awareness with regards to what it's like to be an international medical graduate and how they've gone through the journey, and they are where they are at such, you know, high prolific positions in the NHS and in the country as well. We're going to have the head of GMC come as well. What I'm part of is something called the Schwartz Round, which is about storytelling. So there are 3 storytellers and I'm one of them, and we are going to share our own experience of being an international medical graduate. I am sharing more so about my social media journey and how that started and what I've been able to do for international medical graduates through my social media journey and the reason why I started really. Hi, my name is Monisha. I am a psychiatry specialty doctor working with CAMS eating disorders. Alrighty, I'm fully ready now. This is my outfit for as a speaker. It's 7:45 and now I'm off to the conference. Yay! Let's go.
So, the first thing that you need to understand is that the system is rigged against you.
My story goes back by 6 or 7 years ago when I decided to relocate to the UK, having finished my medical school in India. And back then there were only 2 ways to find credible information. One was that you personally know someone who's gone through the journey, so who can kind of lay that roadmap for you to tell you do this is the pathway, these are the papers you need and all that. Or you kind of read the official websites, which Dr. 𝐂𝐚𝐦𝐿 has mentioned, and they are quite confusing and they don't really give you step-by-step process. It's just basic information which is there. I remember struggling to find any kind of information as to what exactly are the exams, what's the sequence of exams I need to sit, what all paperwork do I need to go back and ask my medical school to give, what exactly does life look like in the NHS, what will my life be when I become a junior doctor in the NHS, and even things like how to open a bank account, which seems so like an everyday task or seems very normal to my colleagues here. Is actually a real challenge for international medical graduates, given that we haven't grown up in the country, we haven't gone to med school over here, haven't done medical school placements and etc.
This is Harleen. She's the one who organized the conference and invited all of us. That's 𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿. She's just come into the UK. Welcome to the mess.
Thank you.
And there's Gino. welcome back. Today is quite an exciting day because mom is arriving. She's currently just boarded her plane from Zurich and should be here in the next hour. We are going to be leaving for the airport in the next 10-15 minutes. I'm so freaking excited. She hasn't ever visited this London flat. Got one into my ear, need to put the other one. I'm very excited for mom to arrive. This is the first time in my London flat. She visited UK for the first time, oh my god, 4 years back. So this was pre-pandemic. She came in December 2019 and then the pandemic happened in March 2020, and at that time I was living in Southend-on-Sea. That was my first job in the UK, and just a few months in and she had come to visit me. It was quite interesting because we had to keep traveling to London to show her around London. So it would be like an hour from Southend to Fenchurch Street and then obviously an hour away wherever we have to go. But now that we live in London, everything is 30 minutes, 20 minutes, max 40 minutes away. Wherever I have to go to, it's away, which is freaking amazing. So I've got annual leave today. I've got a couple of annual leave days off next week as well. I wanted to quickly talk about yesterday's conference and sort of unpack today. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, do check it out because all the live updates happen there, and obviously the vlogs take a few days or weeks to edit, so they are a bit behind on what's going on. So I attended this IMG Educator Better Together conference yesterday, which was at Tavistock Place, and it was freaking amazing. People who are in very powerful places and quite higher up the hierarchy in NHS were present and shared their own personal experiences being an international medical graduate, and also people who are not IMGs but are in places like, say, the head of GMC. It was just amazing to see that they are able to acknowledge the fact that there has been a rise in an influx in IMG intake in the UK. It's only going further up. The 40% of the doctor workforce is formed by IMGs currently in the UK. Majority of them are Indians, Pakistanis, Egyptians and from Nigeria. So they had a lot of statistics but also not enough data collected on IMGs, which was something that was flagged up. It was interesting and insightful. Also amazing for some of the speakers like Evie, who kind of gave it straight up to people and said it as is, saying that, you know, the system is, you know, kind of working against you. There is systemic racism in the UK, especially in the NHS, in the system itself. Something that we are aware of, but we obviously don't have that safe space to be able to voice, you know, experiences and talk about it in the open. Yesterday, 8 hours was that safe space. Even in the Schwartz round, it was heartbreaking to hear the stories, but at the same time, it was so powerful to create that space for people to tell their stories as to what they have faced over the years in the NHS, whether it's racism, discrimination based on your sex, being a female, and also the lack in opportunities that you have being an IMG, also the pay parity that we face as well. So it was very insightful. Hopefully it's the first of the many conferences that are going to happen for IMGs. Now I am going to go grab a cup of tea right at home because London is expensive, can't keep going to coffee shops. So this is my breakfast for today. I'm having a cup of tea. This is something similar that I tried in Sicily, and since then it's just been stuck in my head. This one? This pink or that pink?
That pink also.
Please.
One, yeah.
Yes, please.
Thinking about what we've been through. The world can be a lonely place. Baby, I'm so glad that I found you. Now I got someone to embrace. From the day
এই মোনা ফুল ନେଇକି ଆସିଥିଲା ଦେଖ ଭଲ ଅଛୁ
Welcome to the UK, Mama.
I've been on hold on, baby. Don't you feel the times are coming?
Are you grill master today?
Sometimes we all struggle.
saw me. You came to here. Yeah, see, thank you. Me, when my mom comes as well, I'm gonna pay. You like London? You like London?
I came earlier.
It's good. This club, a lot of people.
Old people in this club.
Yes, I know.
You want to walk along.
Yeah.
Hi, Manu. It's so cold. ठंडा लाଗୁଛି लंदन
Switzerland बेसी ठंडा.
हाँ बारी सोची ठंडा होची inside तो घरटा कोजी.
Morning, guys. Look at this. Right in the morning, she's not hugged me. She wants to hug Dean.
धीरे जराटा इतनी रांधेगी हमको खाना भी देगा. He cooked so much.
He was trying to impress his mother-in-law.
और मनु को उठे ऐसे के अच्छे लोग.
We are making masala chai for Mama.
Hi, Monu kitchen is so sweet. CP होची बेल्जियम रे से जो छोटो पिलाटा मेन सार्क ऑफ द राइट से जोटा स्टैचूटा छोटो स्टैचूटा जोटा करा होतला बेल्जियम रो छड़ मु कर दे एटा इस साइड टा ठीक लगे.
Wow, how did she pour with 2 drops on the floor? Talent है boss. छाड़ दे तुझा. Getting all excited seeing Tower of London. It is RCPSych presentation day. We are on our way now to RCPSych College.
Used to falling in love with love, but I'm breaking my habit 'cause you turn me on to my heart's desire. Now I'm dying to let you know.
Monisha Mishra.
Show you right now. Take a look at me now. I can't explain what it's like to me, what you did to me when I met you last summer. You set me free, believed in me. Now you're here with me, and we're walking on cloud nine.
I put a nice montage music on this, so don't have to say anything. Don't worry.
Been a fool to live without your love. It's like I've been waiting around for you. Why did you take so long to come to me? Maybe you.
I am the celebrity that came out with them, guys.
Yeah, autograph. Whoa!
Don't encourage domestic abuse, but if you are concerned for my safety, please feel free to give me a call or message me on Instagram. I would love to get onto this like
But she doesn't.
Yeah, do it.
travel.
You know what I was going to say?
Sweden is
You
a
know,
vlog, innit?
people like you who have such good personality will do so well on YouTube. Genuinely.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that'd be great movies as well, but no,
I think so. You will.
Unfortunately.
Don't you think she will do? Don't you think she will do?
Please, she might become famous. Let me catch everything now.
But don't you think she'll do really well on YouTube vlogs?
Absolutely, yeah. For sure.
You're so funny. You're so funny.